So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end getting vertical. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Caught behind the line. It's Perry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Gonna run it. It's Valentine. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long, and you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, what a... Oh, he's still got more! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop.
Makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. The Spartans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking,
caught, and he's got room. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Handoff to the single back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I gotta say, watching this guy run is giving me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this offense, man. Luke Altmaier was so good at the trigger. He was so good, man. He got the ball out. He got hit a bunch. Palmer, finding that next guy to take Illinois from a good team. And they've been a really good team the past couple years to a great team. It's probably going to start at that spot.
Yeah, Hauser comes in from ECU, and he's expected to be the guy to help lead this team to the promised land. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too, based on what Altmaier was able to do. But this is a position they've been able to find success through the portal, and now Hauser's got to be the guy to get it done and take this team to the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
Finds a tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later and take those easy, wide open up.
Here's a little room there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. The offense changing the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. They're deep. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job on the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
To throw, it's Hauser. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more. cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Got a first down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Finds his big tight end, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Spartans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Smith's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires left side. It's Smith. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, he's gonna try to get it all here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Complete in the middle. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit.
Touchdown, Michigan State. Makes the grab it and bounds.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 16, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Trojans getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Illini.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Spartan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Illinois sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Makes the grab on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Ready to... Point after. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you get, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down 28-14, making it really important to put up some kind of score on this drive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The clock will stop as they check it out. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll be brought down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Illinois. He got it, beat down in bounds. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and
intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Illini!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate...
Oh, he wants it all. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go right back to him. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On the move and looking deep. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And he's thrown another interception. Got some room to run. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCray. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. Got a little grass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Illinois trying to move the chains on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Takes the easy one to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Illini! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
With the catch, it's McCray. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the counter. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Makes one man miss. There's some room. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Running inside. It's Huff.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.